Welcome to another episode of the Cynical Writer. How does Amazon rip authors off? Well, it does it in a number of ways. One way is the review system that Amazon uses. Believe it or not, readers don't have to prove that they've purchased a book in order to review it, which is very bad for authors because any internet troll can go on Amazon and review your book even if they haven't read it, which is not fair to authors. The review obviously isn't honest, and it will also deceive other readers who go on Amazon. Another problem about Amazon's review system is that I could be looking at a review of an edition to a book only to realize that the review is talking about a completely different edition. For example, I could be looking at a review for an ebook, but it's actually a review for a paperback and vice versa. So I think that Amazon's review system is broken. It's not fair to authors, and that's why, for the most part, I don't really ask for reviews that much anymore because the risk is just too high unless I know that someone has already purchased my book and that they have it in their hand. Otherwise, I don't know if they have purchased my book verifiably or not. Another way in which Amazon rips authors off is how they pay authors and the royalties that authors receive. Now, I receive a 60% royalty for every sale that is made, which that might sound like quite a lot, but it's not when you take into account the printing cost. Once you take into account the printing cost, I'm not actually making very much money at all. For example, my latest book, Symphony of Perdition, is priced at $7.99, but I'm only making $2.64 when you take into account the printing cost. So when you see a book on Amazon and it looks kind of pricey, remember that the authors aren't actually getting most of that money. So don't automatically assume that authors are being greedy, when most of the time they're not. Another way in which Amazon rips authors off is the amount of time it takes to actually get paid. When I make a sale on one of my books, it usually takes 2 months for the money to go into my bank account. And if the sale is shipped from a third-party warehouse, it can take up to 3 months. So I have to wait a very long time to just get paid, which is unfortunate. So I just thought I would give you some information on ways in which Amazon rips authors off. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is negative. Obviously, there are a lot of plus sides to publishing on Amazon as well. One is the fact that you will still probably, at the end of the day, end up making more money on there than you would on most other websites, and especially if you tried to sign with a traditional publishing company, because if you signed with a traditional publishing company, you would only make 10% of royalties. Now, it's true that you might get some kind of advance or something like that, but you obviously wouldn't make very much if you signed with a traditional publishing company. So I hope you enjoyed my speech for today. Next week I will talk about a different topic, and until then, goodbye.